Hello class and welcome to lesson 6. This is find unit rates. So our objective is I can make comparisons by using unit rate. And our vocab word is actually review because we've already gone over what unit rate is. But let's just go over it again. So unit rate is a rate that makes a comparison to one unit. That's our key here, is that it's to one unit. So let's say it cost $1.50 for one Oreo. That's the unit rate. Or if you drove 70 miles per hour, then it's 70 over 1 because it's 70 miles per hour and the 1 would be the per hour. So then it would be 70 miles for an hour. Let's jump into unlock the problem. All right, so unlock the problem is a word problem. So it says, during the migration, a hummingbird can fly 210 miles in 7 hours, and a goose can fly 165 miles in 3 hours. Which bird flies at a faster rate? So in order to find which one of them flies faster, we have to write our ratios first. So it's 210 miles. This is for the hummingbird. We'll do H. 210 miles to 7 hours. And then for the goose, it's 165 miles for 3 hours. And I can think about this that I want to compare the two and their fractions. So you could think, right, we need to have a common denominator. So let's make these a common denominator of 1 to find the unit rate. So I want to turn my 7 into a 1 for a unit rate because I want to know how many miles. The question is asking which bird flies at a faster rate. So I want to know how fast they fly in an hour. So I'm going to turn this 7 into a 1. So I do that by dividing by 7 to the top, bottom, and the top. So 210 can be divided by 7, which gives you 30. So it's 30 miles per 1 hour. That's how far the hummingbird flies. And now I want to turn this to a unit rate. So I simplified by dividing the bottom, the top by 3. And now the goose, I can see that it flies 55 miles in 1 hour. So now that I have a common denominator, I can compare these two. So the answer would be which bird, because asking us which bird flies at a faster rate. The goose flies at a faster rate because 55 miles per hour is farther than 30 miles per hour. All right, let's do our steps. All right, so here are our steps. So step 1 is to write, well, I should say write the ratios, but that works, right? The ratios as fractions. So we can see here that the ratios we're comparing are 210 miles in 7 hours, because we're comparing how far they fly to hours. And then for the goose, it's 165 miles in 3 hours. So we're comparing the miles to hours again. Remember, rate just means you're going to have a ratio with different units. So we have different units here because we're comparing miles to hours. So that's why it's not just a ratio, it's a rate. All right, so then if we write that as ratios, it would be 210 miles over 7 hours. And this is for the hummingbird. And then it's 165 miles over 3 hours. And this is for the goose. All right, so we wrote our ratios. Now we need to find the unit rate by simplifying to 1. So we have 210, I'm just going to do M this time, and 7 HR for hours, and then 165 over, well, actually 165 miles. We can't forget to use our labels, over 3 hours. So I need to find the unit rate by simplifying to 1. So my goal here is to turn my bottom number into a 1. Usually the smaller number will be turned into a 1. So whenever you want to turn something into a 1, turn a number into a 1, right? You would divide that number by itself, because 7 divided by 7 is 1. But what you do to the bottom, you have to do to the top. It's the same thing here. 3 divided by 3 will give you 1. But what you do to the bottom, you have to do to the top. And I guess I should have wrote, well, we have to find the unit rate, so we have to rewrite it. So then it would be 1 is our hours now. And then 7 can go into 21 3 times, and then we add our 0. And then 3 can go into 15, which when we subtract the leftover 1, then it would be 15, which again would be 55 miles. So now those are our unit rates. All right, now I need to compare the ratios. So I can compare 30 over 1, so 30 hours, 30 miles to 1 hour. And I'm comparing that to 55 miles over 1 hour. So this would be greater, right? So therefore, the goose flies at a faster rate because this is greater. 55 is greater than 30. So now it's like when we're comparing fractions. You could basically ignore the ones down here and just compare, because every number has that invisible one. Spooky invisible one underneath. So it's basically the same as having nothing under there, and you're just comparing which one goes farther, right? And we know it's a 4 at 1 hour, so it's the same denominator basically. And we're just comparing the top number now. All right, let's do some examples. So example 1 is that Sarah drove 72 miles on 4 gallons of gas. So our ratio, step 1 is to write our ratios, and our first one would be 72 miles to 4 gallons. So 72. And they want us to find the unit rate. So it's 72 over 4. So 72 miles over 4 gallons. And to find the unit rate, I need to get the bottom number to be 1. So I divide by 4, divide by 4. And 4 can go to 72 18 times. So for every 18 miles she drives, she uses 1 gallon of gas. Easy, right? That's how we get the unit rate. All right, example 3 says, Amy and Mai have read a book for class. Amy reads 20 pages in 2 days, and Mai reads 30 pages in 3 days. Who reads at a faster rate? So that is our question. So our question is, who reads at a faster rate? So we want to know about reading. So it would be 20 pages in 2 days for Amy, and then for Mai, it's 35 pages in 3 days. So for Amy, let's do it A, her ratio would be 20 pages for 1 day. And we're making this ratio where it's for 1 day, because if it's 1 day, then we can see how many pages they read. It wouldn't make sense if we wanted to, on 1 day and 2 days. It wouldn't make sense if we did pages on the bottom, because it wouldn't give us an even number. We don't want to know how many 1 pages she reads in a day. We want to know how many pages she reads, instead of finding 1 page, how long does it take her to read 1 page. So now for Mai, we'll do M, and it's 35 pages over 3 days. So I need to find my unit rate. And so now I have 1 day, Amy reads 10 pages. And in 1 day, Mai reads 1 day, Mai reads 11.6 pages. So 11.6 pages is greater than 10 pages. So Mai reads at a faster rate. Example 2 says a 64-ounce bottle of apple juice costs $5.47. A 15-ounce bottle of juice costs $1.80. Which item costs less per ounce? So we have to write our ratios, and I think it's a common misconception to just, when you're writing your ratio, to do whatever number is first. So you would think, 64 is the bigger number, so it should go 64 over 547. But it's not. You need to focus on what the question is asking you. The question's asking, which item costs less per ounce? So our big key here is per ounce. So whenever you see per, that means you're going to find unit rate. And then ounce, whatever is after that is going to be at the bottom. Like when we did our example up here, if you think about miles per hour, per is the giving us the sign that we're finding the unit rate, and then hour is after that. So we want to know how much it cost for an ounce. So we want to get it down to its unit rate so we know how much it is for 1 ounce. So if we're doing that, ounce would be on the bottom. So we have 64 ounces here. And then we have $5.47 at the top. We have $15 ounces for $1.80. So for $1.80 over 15 ounces. So now I want to divide because I need to continue with my steps. So I wrote my ratios. Now I need to simplify to 1. So I still need to simplify to 1, which means I still need to divide the bottom and the top. We'll be dividing $5.47 divided by 64. So remember, when you're dividing with a decimal, you just bring your decimal up. All right, I made a silly mistake. So the question was $5.76. So let's try that again. So I know 64 can go into 54. 6 can go into 54. So let's try 64 times 9. So then we get a perfect answer. So for this one, the unit rate would be, we were dividing by 1, so it's 1 ounce down here. And we divided to find how much it cost for 1 ounce. So it's $0.09. Now for this one, we're doing $1.80 divided by 15. We bring our decimal up. So for this ratio, we found the unit. So for 1 ounce, it cost $0.12. So now we can compare these. This is greater because 12 cents is more than 9 cents. So it's asking us which item costs less per ounce. So 64 ounces bottle of juice cost less per ounce because 9 cents is less than 12 cents. And it costs 9 cents for every 1 ounce. All right, that is it. Go ahead and get started on your homework and meet at your designated time. Bye, guys.